At any point, did you start to take your foot off the gas just a little bit because you noticed he was tiring out?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a bit. You know, I wanted to give the fans a show, but I didn't want to hurt someone that didn't need to be hurt.
At any point, did you start to take your foot off the gas just a little?
Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? It's your girl here, MJ's Nia. Welcome to the channel. So yes, I'm going to be talking about the Mike Tyson and, Jake Paul fight. And I'm also going to be talking about other things that were leading up to this fight that was a little disturbing or a little odd, and which is going to pour into the discussion of celebrity humiliation. So let's first start off with Jake Paul wins the fight against Mike Tyson by unanimous decision. Let me play this video for you guys.
Former heavyweight Mike Tyson, the champion he once was when he boxed, is back in the boxing ring tonight against social media star Jake Paul. Tyson started the bout early, slapping Paul like Rick James did Charlie Murphy during a traditional stare-down at last night's weigh-in. The question is, can the 58-year-old Tyson still hold his own against someone less than half his age? Omar Villafranca is at the stadium in Arlington, Texas, where this is all going to go down. Omar, what's up, baby?
Good morning. Listen, back in May, we thought this fight may not even happen because Mike Tyson had a medical emergency on an airplane. He had an ulcer flare up. Keep in mind, he's 58 years old. Jake Paul, he is 27. Vegas thinks he's going to win this, but clearly, as you can see, Mike Tyson is ready to go.
The first punch thrown,
Ladies and gentlemen,
was actually a slap. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul had to be separated after the former heavyweight champ smacked his opponent one day before the actual showdown. Tyson told the New York Post that Paul stepped on his toe.
it's personal now. It's personal now. He must die.
Whether or not it was scripted, the slap echoes of the troubled version of Mike Tyson, who twice bit Evander Holyfield's ear in 1997.
No one needs to see this stuff.
Come on, man. I'm Mike Tyson. I've seen everything.
But Hollywood and time away from the ring have helped the so-called baddest man on the planet soften his image.
To my children, I'm nobody. But that night, they're going to find out their father's very special.
Tyson, who retired in 2005, last fought in an exhibition match in 2020 with former four-division world champ Roy Jones Jr.
So it looked like he put on another 20 pounds from when I fought him. So he's more bigger and he's more dangerous because more size, more power. So this is going to be a tough one for Jake to climb.
He's still Mike Tyson.
He's always Mike Tyson.
What's up, fam? Jake Paul here.
The 58-year-old will be facing off against 27-year-old YouTuber turned professional boxer Jake Paul, who only has a handful of professional fights to his name.
On Friday night, people are going to see me outbox the person who's been doing it their whole life.
The fight is in Texas because of the state's willingness to allow older fighters to compete. But the boxers must wear heavier than standard gloves and fight no more than 8 two-minute rounds.
Mike Tyson versus anybody is a good event.
I started Jake off and I'm going to finish him.
You started me off, but I'm going to teach you how to box, Mike.
This fight will be Netflix's biggest sporting event. We'll see if it kind of shifts the model from pay-per-view to streaming for the sport. Now, I'm not sure what y'all are doing tonight, but if you have some time and maybe want to come down here, there are some seats available. The cheapies, really? $42,000, but I did find one ringside seat for $50,000.
What?
Maybe y'all can duke it out for that seat.
Nate? What? Yeah. You paying? Nah. But Omar, I got to ask. We got you. Who do you got in the fight? Put you on the spot.
I'm from the Tyson generation. I want Tyson to hit him so hard that he forgets middle school.
Put it lightly.
Omar, I don't know that Jake Paul graduated middle school, but shots fired.
The man is stepping into the ring with Mike Tyson.
You're right about that.
Remember, Omar, you haven't seen this movie, but Gladiator 2 is coming out, and we have, and Paul Mescal's character, he succeeds through just pure rage from a difficult background. Tyson has that edge.
It's always in him.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we can't wait. Enjoy the fight, Omar.
Enjoy the fight. Don't tell Jake Paul what I said. I don't want him to hurt me.
So a lot of people was thinking that Mike Tyson was going to win. And a lot of people was also saying that this is weird. Like, why is Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson? This is just crazy and weird. And I even said to myself, there is like a history of Jake Paul, you know, his fights. And a lot of people kind of were scratching their head. Or it had been. Let me know if I'm wrong. Was it Floyd Mayweather, or was it Jake Paul, or was it Logan Paul that was going up against Floyd Mayweather? But because I don't see him over here, so it must have been the other brother. But it's just like a history of like they're trying to build up Jake Paul as he's this strong person. Maybe he is good, but it's just odd how the way he went from a YouTuber and clear up his problematic image on YouTube, because he was problematic back in the day, him and his brother.
Former Disney Channel star Jake Paul, who's been...
Jake Paul has 8.5 million followers on YouTube.
As neighbors, though, say that he's been filming dangerous stunts and he's putting people in danger.
There's nothing we could do, though. Jake Paul is the strongest army out there, Deb.
The LAPD tells us they've been responding to complaints about groups of people gathered outside Jake's house.
Growing up, I was like wanting to become a big YouTuber, and it's an honor. As like the list of controversies piles up, and there just began to become this like bandwagon of like Jake Paul.
And now he's like one of the world's best boxers. Let me know what your thoughts on that. Yeah. But KSI and others have something to say on this matter, and I want you guys to see this. So KSI slams Jake Paul as boxing rival reacts to discussing Mike Tyson fight. Problem child eases decision victory over controversial night for the sport. Remember, they were talking about this guy's age. It talks about down here in the article about how Mike Tyson is 51, and they're saying that, 58, excuse me, and they say there's like a 31 year age gap was evident throughout the main event, with plenty of spectators online laminating the fact it was ever allowed to happen in the first place. So a lot of people were like, why is this happening? I was the first one to say that too. Like, who was calling the shots here? So let's read this here. This I think this is off of Twitter. This is Michael Benson, at Michael Benson. I don't know if that's his KSI real name, but he has something to say. Let's read it. So KSI said, "What a sad watch. Whole thing was sad. Mike Tyson is twice the age of Jake Paul, FFS. It was never ever going to be close. I can't believe that this elderly boost was even sanctioned. Just a disgusting." I can't read, but y'all hear what he said, right? I'm gonna play this video for you guys, and then we're gonna come back and discuss what other people said about the fight.
He is a former world champion boxer in 3 different weights and boxing commentator for Talk Sport Radio. He joins me tonight from London, England. Mr. McKenzie, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you for inviting me on your show.
This is what everybody is talking about. You're not watching tonight?
I don't think I will, because I am a boxing fan, and as a former boxer myself, it's a little bit of a freak show for me, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Well, okay. Just tell me a little bit more about that, because, you know, I understand that there are some critics out there that say this is not really true boxing, but for the pure entertainment value alone, is it not worth tuning in?
Well, listen, that's what it is. It's entertainment. It's not boxing as I know it. You know, listen, I boxed for many, many years, 17 years, with 46 professional fights under my belt, and I've commentated many, many fights on Mike Tyson in the flesh when he was in his prime. And this isn't Mike Tyson. This isn't a 21-year-old Mike Tyson we're looking at. This is a 58, 59-year-old old man now that still can't let go of the sport of boxing. He still needs to hear his name being cheered by the public. You know, I mean, I feel quite sorry for him, to be, if I'm being perfectly truthful for you. He'll have his reasons for fighting, certainly, but it can't be short of a few quid, that's for sure. It can't be short of money. So you've got to question what his motives are for fighting. Now, I've seen several clips of Mike Tyson in training, and this isn't the same Mike Tyson you know, I'm certain of that, or that I know.
Well, he certainly looks like he's got the fire in him still. He slapped Jake Paul in the face, I think it was yesterday, in advance of this fight. You know, Newsweek interviewed a lot of experts, and a lot of them said, you know, you're saying this isn't a true fight and it's kind of sad, but there was Cliff Burra, who's a founder of a gym in London where you are, Diesel Gym, and he said you've got somebody who is an elite legendary boxer against someone who is up and coming. That is where entertainment comes from. That is where thrills come from.
It doesn't hold an interest for me because this isn't a boxing match per se. It is purely entertainment. Now, there are several rumours floating around suggesting that Mike Tyson might carry this guy for a few rounds. Now, in the real world of boxing, you don't do that. In the real world of boxing, you go out there and you want to win at all costs. And you want to take the guy's head off at all costs. You know, so what are we led to believe? Are we led to believe that this is a little bit of a freak show, or it's a real fight? Mike Tyson hasn't boxed any real rounds for a number of years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever it is, and him to be going back into the ring now and fighting 2-minute rounds. It's 8 2-minute rounds. There's not a title on the line. It's 2-minute rounds, not 3-minute rounds. They're going to have really big gloves on, I believe, like 16-ounce gloves on, 14. Which you don't do in heavyweight boxing. Yeah. There's so many things that are going against this being a real fight. I don't even know if Mike Tyson couldn't get a license anywhere in the world other than where he's fighting right now.
I mean, but don't you think that there's a positive in terms of it's gotten people talking about the sport again? And do you think it has the potential of drawing in new fans, potential new fans?
Well, I mean, you know, you've got your hardened boxing fans who know what boxing really is, and then you've got your entertainment fans who know nothing about the sport, who just want to see two guys. You know, you've got a name in Mike Tyson, a legend in Mike Tyson, getting back into the ring. But what they're going to see is an old man getting back into the ring who has to be considered well past his sell-by date and a shadow of his former self.
So, you know, you mentioned that there are rumors swirling around that Mike Tyson might take a few rounds. There are also rumors swirling around that this whole thing is fixed. What do you make of that? And do you think it is?
Well, I mean, this is Mike Tyson we're talking about. At one point, this guy was the baddest man on the planet. Now, if you can imagine for one moment, if he could turn back the clock on a serious level, and if he hit this guy, he would be in serious danger of doing some serious damage. And I don't want to suggest anything, you know, really, really bad, but you know, this Jake Paul boy could end up in a really bad place, and there's no amount of money that can buy your health.
Right. I got to ask you before I let you go here, and we know Mike Tyson said, I mean, he bit Evander Holyfield part of his ear off, so I mean, you know, Mike Tyson can hold his own. And 59 is not as old as it used to be. Who do you think is going to win tonight, this matchup, Tyson or Paul?
Well, isn't it an exhibition? I'm led to believe this is an exhibition, that it's not an actual fight. So at the end of it, there may not be a winner. You see what I mean? Unless somebody gets knocked out, there may not be a winner. I don't think this fight will go the distance. I think it's going to end with some real kind of controversial ending. You know, somebody might break a leg, somebody might break their back, or something crazy is going to happen, because this is entertainment. This isn't boxing where, you know, Mike Tyson's going to knock somebody out, or, you know, or Jake Paul's going to knock somebody out. Jake Paul hasn't boxed anybody with any credibility whatsoever to suggest that he can beat Mike Tyson, even on a bad day.
Right. Okay, Duke, well, we will certainly see who is victorious tonight. I know that you won't be watching. A lot of other people will, though. Duke, appreciate your time and your perspective. That is Duke McKenzie, who is a former world champion boxer and boxing commentator, joining us from London tonight.
Some people said, to the bozo that shared the ring with Mike, you a whole bozo for this, and you didn't get the job done. You know what that meant. Poop head. Just sad, shaking my head. I cut it off because I couldn't watch anymore. It's sad to see Mike Tyson like this, because I went to every Tyson fight. This fight tonight was not great for boxing. I love Mike Tyson, but they giving him too much credit. He looked like trash. To train that long and only throw 97 punches the whole fight is crazy. I'm just glad he didn't get hurt out there. No point of that fight. Jake Paul, Muhammad Ali. DDG. Oh, have mercy. Look like Jake got a good heart. He not gonna try glad. Try glad he's not trying to knock my boy out. I mean, to be honest with you, why would he try to knock him out if it's fixed, allegedly? And we already talked about KSI. Then it said, who won the fight? Jake Paul won the fight against Mike Tyson by unanimous decision. Jake versus Andre Ward. LOL, him asking for Canelo is crazy. Mine might be willing, but Tyson's body just isn't able. It's sad watching this. It's sad just reading all these comments because somebody said, like Sipping with TT, this is who posted, says celebs reacting to Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. DDG, okay? Yeah, DDG, are you okay? Muhammad Ali, Jake Paul would never. That's a little too high. You see what I'm saying? Just the foolery. And you know, people were saying over here they was dragging DDG up one side and down the next once that effery left his mouth. Exactly. Somebody said here, let's read this paragraph. It says Ali, Mike Tyson, two of the greatest boxers I've ever witnessed in my life. Hands down. Tyson was not as fast with the footwork. His punches didn't land like they used to. But y'all, he was a 58-year-old man in that ring with a 27-year-old man who is in the gym day in and day out. Mike didn't have to prove ish to anyone because his legacy proved it enough already. Would I have loved to see an Iron Mike KO? Of course. But in the end, Mike did this for himself and he got a bag. What other boxer his age gonna do what he did? So let's continue to respect the man who made us run to the TV as kids when our parents got that PPV. The man who was the youngest at 20 years old to hold the heavyweight championship. The man who bit the ear off LOL. And honestly, Jake Paul got a bit of respect out of me when he bowed to Tyson in the last 10 seconds of that round. Respect. That's all Jake wanted to do was fight Tyson and he didn't KO him. Respect. So he didn't KO him. So I think that's what they mean by anonymous because I didn't watch the match. Let me see. Okay, right here. I've been hearing this right here. Anonymous decision. So, okay. So he did knock him out. So, okay. I give Jake Paul some grace on that. Okay. I have a lot of respect. I didn't know that. So that was well said. I understand that. But the thing is, like, I just want to know what is up with this. Allegedly, is this a humiliation ritual? You know, like some of the celebs I announced, you know, is this to humiliate him so he can get some money? You know, to make him look weaker to Jake Paul, make him as the number one, like people calling, like DDG calling him, you know, Muhammad Ali. You know, and I want to share something with you guys, which I thought was weird. So you just hear from this guy what his experience on it. I actually heard this from other men because, you know, I think it's more like a man sport. Some women look at the sports, but they're saying that it's not really like boxing. They're saying that it's like entertainment. Did you hear what he said? And then he also mentioned about this whole fight. It's just the age difference. They talk about the age difference, which I thought that was odd. A lot of people thought that too. And then they also say that some people rumored that online that this match is fixed. That, you know, they believe that Mike Tyson, everybody was already saying it. I kind of believe it myself too. I'm not going to lie. Allegedly, that Mike Tyson was just going to take the money, which I believe he got 20 million. We're going to discuss that, how much he got paid for the fight. But a lot of people are saying that this is fixed. You know, he's older. And so, like I say, KSI is saying that this is elder abuse. I cannot speak today. And it's disgusting. You know, and going back to what this guy is saying, you know, my brother has said it, my uncles have said it. They're saying that the boxing is not what they once knew it was to be back in the day. It's pure entertainment now. It's just how many people can we get to view to see a crazy match, and that's what this seems like. I want to discuss how much money that they're going to get. So right here it shows that. Let me read it. It says, how much payment will Mike Tyson and Jake Paul receive from the boxing match? The boxing showdown may have their share of winners and losers, but Tyson will be taking away a truckload of cash for his stellar efforts. That too at his age. A CBS News report has claimed that it is being estimated that he'll make around $20 million for his fight with Jake Paul. And then down here it says Paul for his efforts is set to earn $40 million. Wow. So it really didn't matter if he lose or win. He was going to win either way. Now, there have been a video circulating of Mike Tyson. I want to show you guys something before I show this. Mike Tyson was up there in his underwears. I was like, okay, no big deal. But a lot of people were questioning up, like, why is he up on the stage slapping him in his underwears? Like, is he, you know, is he sponsored? Is he advertising some underwear brand? Like, what was the whole point of that? Normally when they do, let me know, if they do the whole weigh-in, don't they have on clothes? So I didn't think nothing of it. I did not think nothing of this, okay? Until this interview with this man here. Mike Tyson ends a pre-fight interview with his son in bizarre fashion. Netflix gave viewers a shot of Mike Tyson's bare butt in a pre-flight interview. Let me show you guys this video.
Dad, you ready for tonight?
I'm ready, yes.
How do you feel about the disrespect he's been constantly throwing your way? And is it fueling you to get you more violent result?
I don't pay any attention to it. We're fighting now. Nothing matters anymore.
What's your prediction?
Vicious win.
Vicious win. Thank you, Dad.
Love you.
Love you too.
Y'all, when I tell you this really sparked some conversations online. Oh my goodness. So many people have so much to say. Somebody said, looking like a Melvin from the Baby Boy. Laughing my ass off. Why would they pan the camera on his flapjacks? Iron clappers as well. Bow wow, that's that booty meat. Bow bow, that's that booty meat. Bow bow, that's that booty meat. Sexy red. There's no way anyone in their right mind would really fight him. Prayers for that man. Why the cameraman focused on that? It's just people were so like, what? Like, why is this even happening? Like, what is the point of showing this? Like, oh my god. I don't know what to say. The only thing that I could have think of with all this going on with Mike Tyson, I don't know why, it just yelled celebrity humiliation. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? We're going to get into this. Did y'all know that John Cena channels his inner teenage girl with Jimmy Fallon for ill on tonight's show? Yes. John Cena, isn't he like a big, huge, straight guy? And, you know, Katt Williams kind of talk about this already, about these men wearing wigs, and it's just, they're doing all this, you know, this feminine things, right? These feminine things just for clicks and views or likes. Well, this is not for clicks and views and likes, but for a show. Also, do y'all remember when John Cena got naked on stage? So y'all forgot this? I don't know. A lot of people were saying that this was a humiliation ritual as well. This was very odd that he did this. John Cena was also spotted rocking skirt and a short skirt and high heels. I think thigh highs and heels. I think for a movie or something like that. I have no clue. Y'all let me know what it is. So yeah, this was actually for a movie. The Peacemaker actor was spotted walking around the set earlier this week. Like, they're just showing pictures of him walking around with heels. I'm like, why are y'all, like, what is the whole point of this? Like, what is this? And sometimes y'all probably ask me, well, like, where is Nia going at? Well, I just showed y'all, you know, Mike Tyson, where his booty was hanging out. What was the whole point of it? Who's fighting somebody with their booty hanging out? If this match is fixed, why are you risking your health for this match just for money? Why is John Cena walking around with skirts and stuff like that? And let's not forget about Dwayne Wayne. Dwayne Wayne has been in plenty of dresses. Let me click on this one here. Look at this. He's been in plenty of dresses over the years. He's another one. And I've always used to say, like, this is just weird. It's just weird. And if you think I'm going crazy, if you type in celebrity humiliation on YouTube and probably even TikTok, you're going to see like tons of people. The guy who I just mentioned, look at that, John Cena on the cover where people are talking about it. They talked about Usher being in the skirt. Yet again, they talk about John Cena. I didn't even know this, but they talked about Kid Cudi performing with a dress. I remember that. just want you guys to know that this is something that they talk about. But one of the videos I want to play was Katt Williams predicted John Cena getting naked at the Oscars. Let me play this video for you guys. It's by Comedy Hype.
Awards, a night where the year's best movies are celebrated and both veteran and up-and-coming actors are present. Now, most people aren't talking about who won any awards, but instead talking about some of the antics that took place. Former WWE wrestler John Cena would cause a conversation after presenting the award for Best Costume Design, completely nude. Now, what's even more interesting is that many online are connecting this to Katt Williams. As we all know, Katt Williams is an individual who has proven himself to be fearless when it comes to exposing Hollywood and its secrets. Now, Katt's recent viral interview with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay was filled with references towards the exact topic, whether he was speaking on Ludacris allegedly having to perform an Illuminati ritual in order to gain more prominence, or Martin Lawrence pressuring him to wear a dress for a movie role, which would result in financial compensation. The conversation online has fans stating that Katt Williams predicted this and are calling John Cena's naked presentation a humiliation ritual.
And it had to be one or the other of us. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you?
A social media user who would go on and share a clip from the interview would also attach a caption that read, "I was told Katt Williams was a conspiracy theorist for telling us that Hollywood demands that men perform humiliation rituals in order to be a part of the club and make their millions. But here we have John Cena wearing a dress, getting naked in front of Epstein's client list, and embarrassing himself in front of the world to the applause of the elites." This user isn't the only influencer who echoed Katt Williams' statements. Andrew Tate, who has just been detained in Romania for alleged sexual offenses, has tied.
So I don't like to play the whole videos. I want people to go see the videos for themselves. But go see the whole video for yourself. I'll put a link down below to this YouTuber. But I just want you to know, people are not dumb. We know what's going on with people getting naked with their booty hanging out. I mean, I'm talking about the celebrities where their booty hanging out, like Mike Tyson was, and we were like, what is this? And the first thing that came to everybody's mind was, is this a is he humiliating himself? Is he making a fool of himself for some money? Did somebody tell him to tap toe dance? Did he fix this? Like, what was the whole point of him getting in the match with a way younger person than him? Like, it has to be like they're just making a fool of him, and it's just crazy. I don't mean to get off the story, but I'm just letting you guys see. You can tell that celebrities are not doing very well, because even Katy Perry, they said that she was flopping.
Dead! As her fifth album, Smiles, mega flop sales were revealed. On top of that, the album had a mini 4-week run on Billboard's 200 chart, and only one of its 4 singles graced Billboard's Hot 100, with Daisies reaching number 40, while Smile, Cry About It Later, and Not the End of the World failed to chart. If you ask me, Witness was the beginning of the end, as the general public just wasn't feeling the new Katy, and unfortunately, Smile didn't aid in winning them back.
And she did this weird interview, I believe it was this year, where she's talking about she will give oral sex to, oh, excuse me, I hope I bleeped that out, oral X to her husband for finishing Chores. And people are sitting here saying, like, what in the world is going on with these celebrities? They're saying all kind of crazy stuff, because that too is a part of the humiliation ritual as well. They can say stupid, crazy stuff just so they can keep getting the bag or staying irrelevant in everybody's eyes to make that money. So let me play this video for you guys.
One of my love languages is acts of service. So it's like, if I come downstairs and the kitchen is clean and you've done it all, and you've done all the dishes and you've closed all the pantry doors, you better be ready to get your dick sucked. I mean, like, literally, that is my love language. I don't need a red Ferrari. I can buy a red Ferrari. Just do the fucking dishes. I will suck your dick. It's not easy. Sorry. Don't you know? It's facts. It's facts. And even when we went on like a couples retreat, they're like, which guy has more sex? The guy that drives the Ferrari, the red Ferrari, or the guy that helps out with his wife every night in the kitchen? In the kitchen was the answer. In the kitchen.
Yeah. A lot of people thought this interview was weird too, like coming from Katy Perry. These celebrities wouldn't be doing these crazy things back in the day like this. Acting a fool, saying crazy stuff, wearing the men wearing, skirts. I mean, the men were wearing the skirts back in the day. Remember, that was disappearing and then it came back. And Spike Lee even
I remember having people come to me, and if I had interviewed the president, they say, oh, that's great, but then we'd look at our numbers. But if I had interviewed Whitney or Oprah, the numbers were much, much bigger. There's a school of thought that says, oh, we're not diversifying our imagery enough in our community yet. There are certain images, whether they be in plays or movies or music, that we flock to, whether we like to admit it or not. I'm wondering, is that just the black middle class saying, oh, no, that's not what we want, but the lot of us wanting it?
Well, I mean, this is a complex subject, because each artist should be allowed to pursue the artistic endeavor. But I still think a lot of stuff that's on today is coonery and buffoonery. And I know it's making a lot of money, breaking records, but we could do better. That's just my opinion. I mean, I'm a huge basketball fan, and when I watch the games on TNT, I see these two ads for these two shows, and I'm scratching my head. We got a black president. Are we going back to Mantan Moreland and sleep and eat?
Yet, if those films, and I mean, we're talking about Tyler Perry at this point. No, I mean, look, I'm not saying we're talking, let's not give them fodder for tabloid. I'm not saying we're talking about Tyler Perry, but those are the shows that we're talking about. If we're talking about that, and we look at the numbers that come and see his movies, that view the shows on TBS, my question is that in fact maybe what black America wants to see?
A large part.
Look, I hear a lot of no's and ahs, but a lot of people watching it.
Here's the thing, though, because we've had this discussion back and forth, because when John Singleton, people came out to see Boys in the Hood, and he did Rosewood, nobody showed up. So a lot of this is on us. A lot of this is on us. You vote with your pocketbook, your wallet, you vote with your time, sitting in front of the idiot box. And the man has a huge audience, and Tyler's very smart. We know what he's done. He started out, with these plays, and church buses would pull up, packed, and he's parlayed it into bought his own jet. You can buy a jet, you got money. But at the same time, for me, just imagery is troubling.
It is call out, Tyler Perry for, wearing a skirt. I had to bring this part out because this whole thing with Mike Tyson with his booty out is just crazy. But I don't know. What is your thoughts on this fight? It just it just brought a whole lot of conversations out of me with other people. They talked about to me, he was just too old for this fight. I don't think he was ready. He should have just stayed retired because he came out retirement to do this fight. And do y'all feel like they're trying to make Jake Paul as the Muhammad Ali, which to me, he's never going to be. Do y'all think they're trying to do that? Or do y'all think this match was fixed like people said? And do you believe that this is to make a fool of Mike Tyson, like how they made a fool of other celebrities that have done in the past, or a celebrity saying crazy weird things just to stay irrelevant, to keep a bag, and just, I don't know, just to say something shock value to stay out there, because that's all a part of humiliation ritual. Okay, this is not something that's just brought up, allegedly. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment area. But as for now, I'll see y'all later. Peace.
and that Donna. Karen, they be sharing all their money, got me wearing fly. Girl, but I ain't asking. They say they love my ass and 7 G's to religion. I say no, but they keep giving, so I keep on taking. And no, I ain't taking. We can keep on taking. I keep on demonstrating my love, my love, my love, my love. You love my lady lumps, my hump, my hump, my hump. My humps, they got you. Got you, they got you. They got you, got you, they got you.